In the heart of Milan, under the lights of San Siro, a battle has been raging for over a century, not between nations, not between ideologies, but between two clubs, born from the same roots, yet split by identity, vision, and culture. Inter versus Milan. This isn't just a derby, it's a civil war, a clash of colors, loyalties, and history that defines Italian football. Let's go back to the beginning. The birth of AC Milan. It all started in 1899, when a group of English expatriates founded Milan Football and Cricket Club, later known simply as AC Milan. The rossoneri quickly became a symbol of class and international ambition. Red and black, the colors of fire and fear. Early on, Milan established itself as one of the premier clubs in Italy, winning titles and growing in reputation. But not everyone within the club agreed on the direction it was heading. And in 1908, a dramatic split occurred. The rebellion. Internazionale is born. A faction of Milan's leadership wanted to embrace a more inclusive, more international approach, allowing foreign players and broadening the club's identity. The rest resisted, and so the rebels left. They formed a new club, one that would welcome the world. They called it Football Club Internazionale Milano. From that moment, the city was divided. Milan became the club of the working class. Inter became the club of elegance, globalism, and aristocracy. One city, two ideologies, one shared stadium. San Siro, one temple, two religions. What makes this rivalry truly unique is their home, San Siro, one of the most iconic stadiums in football history, where both clubs share the same turf, but transform it into their own world on match day. When Milan plays, it's the Stadio Giuseppe Meazza, drenched in red and black banners. When Inter plays, it's San Siro, painted blue and black. It's like two siblings arguing over the same bedroom. Only this argument has lasted for generations, and the whole world is watching. Every Derby della Madonnina isn't just about 90 minutes. It's about heritage, loyalty, and the soul of a city. Identity clash. Culture. Over trophies, Milan prides itself on being tradition. From the calm leadership of Franco Baresi to the clinical finishing of Filippo Inzaghi, from the artistry of Kaká to the dominance of Maldini, Milan plays with grace, discipline, and legacy in mind. Inter is about expression. The flair of Ronaldo. The power of Ibrahimovic. The leadership of Javier Zanetti. Inter is built on passion, risk, and emotional drama. Even the fan bases reflect this divide. Milan fans are known as the Casciavit, working class, grounded. Inter fans are the Bauschia, confident, flashy, often seen as upper class. This isn't just football, this is culture. And culture doesn't forgive or forget. So as the years passed, each derby became more than a game. It became a war of symbols, of red versus blue, of roots versus rebellion, of a city split in half every single season. And in the next part, we'll dive into what happened on the pitch. The legendary players, the unforgettable matches, the triumphs, the heartbreaks, the legacy of their glory years, because Inter and Milan didn't just battle each other, they ruled Europe. Inter and Milan haven't just fought for local bragging rights, they've fought for Italian pride, for European dominance, and for football immortality. Because at their best, these two clubs didn't just compete, they conquered the golden generations. Let's start with the players, because this rivalry has produced some of the greatest footballers of all time. For Milan, Franco Baresi, the silent warrior, Paolo Maldini, elegance in defense, Andrea Pirlo, the conductor of chaos, Kaká, Ballon d'Or brilliance, Andriy Shevchenko, a goal-scoring machine, Clarence Seedorf, the ultimate midfield weapon. And on the Inter side, Javier Zanetti, the eternal captain, Ronaldo Nazario, at his unstoppable best, Wesley Sneijder, architect of the treble, Samuel Eto'o, big-game predator, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who crossed both lines, Diego Milito, the man of destiny in 2010. These weren't just players. They were leaders, icons, warriors, and they all had something in common. They lived for the Derby della Madonnina, iconic matches that defined the rivalry. Let's talk games, because the pitch never lies. April 2001, Milan 6, Inter 0. The most humiliating result in derby history. Shevchenko ran riot. Inter was dismantled. San Siro exploded in red and black. May 2003, Champions League semi-final. 2 legs, same stadium. But only one could reach the final. Milan advanced on away goals, even though both games were played in the same arena. A tactical chess match that gripped the world. October 2006, Inter 4, Milan 3. A back-and-forth thriller. Ibrahimovic, Crespo, and Materazzi with a towering header. Chaos, cards, and world-class finishing. February 2020, Ibrahimovic returns to Milan, but Inter, led by Lukaku and Brozovic, stage a stunning second-half comeback. From 0-2 to 4-2. It was passion, fire, classic derby stuff. These matches weren't just games, they were chapters in football history, European greatness. While domestic battles were fierce, the biggest bragging rights came in Europe. AC Milan stands among the continent's most successful clubs. 7 Champions League titles. Glorious nights in Athens, Manchester, and Istanbul. Even with heartbreak. Legendary teams under Arrigo Sacchi, Carlo Ancelotti, and Fabio Capello. Milan brought style to Europe. Defensive discipline mixed with attacking. Grace, Inter, for their part, have tasted greatness too. 3 Champions League titles. Most memorably in 2010 under José Mourinho, the treble, Serie A, Coppa Italia, and Champions League, a tactical masterclass. Led by warriors like Cambiaso, Maicon, Sneijder, and Milito. It was the year Inter owned Europe. So while Milan may have more trophies, Inter has moments of unmatched perfection. Tactical identity. Control versus chaos tactically. The clubs couldn't be more different. Milan often relied on structured beauty, Sacchi's pressing, Capello's precision, Ancelotti's balance. They built dynasties with discipline and quiet excellence. Inter thrived on fire, Mourinho's pragmatism, Mancini's counterattacks, Conte's intensity. When they win loud, and both styles reflect the club's souls. Milan, methodical, composed, global. Inter, aggressive, emotional, explosive. And the fans, they live for every minute of it. Whether it's Tifosi Rossoneri waving flares behind the Curva Sud, or the Nerazzurri chanting in Curva Nord, San Siro becomes a cathedral of chaos. And no matter the standings, no matter the form. When the derby kicks off, everything resets. In the final part, we'll ask the big question. Which club left a bigger mark on football? We'll dive into their cultural significance, future ambitions, and why the Milan derby may be more relevant now than ever before. Let's bring it home. There are rivalries built on location. Some built on politics, others on legacy. But Inter versus Milan, it's built on all of it, and more. Because in Milan, football isn't just a sport, it's identity. A rivalry that defines a city on derby day. The entire city transforms. Shops close early. Flags are hung from balconies. Families sit on opposite ends of couches. Red and black on one side, blue and black on the other. It's more than a match. It's Milan choosing sides. And inside San Siro, it's chaos. Banners stretching across tiers, flares lighting the night, chants echoing like battle hymns. Even when the game ends, the rivalry doesn't. It lingers in conversations, in headlines, in hearts. The European stage. Both clubs have carried the Milan name to the highest peaks of European football. AC Milan has lifted the Champions League trophy 7 times, a record second only to Real Madrid. From Sacchi to Ancelotti, from Van Basten to Shevchenko, Milan has redefined excellence. Inter, too, has had its moment of glory, winning the treble in 2010 under José Mourinho, an achievement that placed them among the elite. While Milan chased style, Inter brought grit. While Milan controlled games, Inter conquered them. Each club has taken turns casting its shadow over Europe. Today and tomorrow in recent years, the rivalry has seen a rebirth. Young talents, tactical masterminds, a city rediscovering its fire. Milan, with stars like Rafael Leao and Theo Hernandez, has returned to the top. Inter, with Lautaro Martinez and Nicolo Barella, continues to battle for domestic and European dominance. And, each time they meet, no matter the form, no matter the stakes, the world watches. Because this isn't just another match. It's a reminder of what football can be. A spectacle. A statement. A story that never ends. The final whistle. So who's better? Milan, the elegant giant with a legendary past? Or Inter, the passionate powerhouse with a defiant heart? The truth is, there is no final answer. Because Inter versus Milan is not about settling debates. It's about living them. And as long as San Siro stands, as long as red and blue banners wave, this rivalry will burn, not just in Milan, but in every corner of the footballing world.